took off on that one, and he might have just won the game for him.
Able. Okay. Entering main menu screen. Franchise is selected. Entering current franchises screen. You have two options. Franchise. Offline save is selected. Enter. Proceed without progression. Entering weeks. Entering franchise hub screen. Upgrade players. Entering. Yes. Entering current. You have two options. Entering franchise screen. You have four options. Cloud reel. Entering current. Search available leagues. Entering league name is selected. Entering franchise online save. Entering weeks. Entering franchise hubs. You have four options. Franchise. Entering staff management screen. You have 0 first. 2 0 2 0 0 2 slot 0 2 slot 1 0 first 0 0 2 half 1 slash 1 slash 0 second 0 player 2 0 second no yes 0 first. Entering staff management screen. You have entering weeks. Entering franchise hubs. You have next week. You have next week. U2025 retirement. Generic list item. Generic list. Entering weeks. Entering franchise hub. Seek knock draft 4. Staff moves is selected. Entering staff move. Entering weeks. Entering franchise hub. Seek scout college. Man. You have franchise staff. You have entering attend sim head. Start kick off the 2026 NFL draft and see if you can land the next superstar. You skip ahead in the draft. You have advanced to next pick.
On the clock now, it's the Atlanta Falcons.
Skip. You have advanced to next user pick.
Up next, the Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock.
Entering attention pop-up press. Entering
The
success
next pick
pop-up done
has
here.
been
Let's
traded.
send it to the league office and press. Entering gunplay deep dive screen. You have three options. Entering main menu screen. Franchises selected. Entering current franchises screen. You have two options. You have three options. Franchise. Entering weeks. Entering franchise hub screen. Resume draft. View your draft. Entering. Press. Entering current franchises screen. You have two options. You have three. Entering weeks. Entering franchise hub screen. Resume draft. News. League entering. Options. Entering. Warning pop. No. Film entering. New. Film from auto subs. Entering. UD sub. Entering weeks. Entering. Skip ahead. You have four options. Franchise staff. Entering staff management screen. You have enter. Resume draft. Entering. Warning pop-up. Are you sure you skip ahead? You have events to next user. You have four options. Franchise
The
staff
Philadelphia
is selected.
Eagles on the clock now.
Entering prospect screen. Entering prospect card screen for. Entering prospect card screen for player Marion Walls. You have two options. Overview have been selected. Entering weeks. Entering franchise hub screen. View. Skip ahead. View. Man. Home. You have NFL rosters. Entering. Player name J. You have 6 options. Overview is selected. Entering rosters screen weekly goals. Entering weeks. Entering franchise hub screen home. Home you have team from team schemes manage. You skip from you have events to end of draft. Advance. Adjust roster. Change player positions as desired before the season. Entering weeks. Entering franchise hub screen home. Manage. Home you have next week. Play and skip. Go to weekly strategy. Entering preseason week 1 screen. Entering weeks. Entering franchise hub. Skip simulate playful game. Playful game. Entering teams ready. Entering superstar ability. Max security selected. Inside you have ability option. You have 7 options. Blend you suit ready.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And they go play action now. Burrow. Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Ja'Marr Chase, 75 yards. And the Bengals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Off the play fake. Howard. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Howard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Elliott with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the fourth down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big...
He's got a man complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Off play action. Howard. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 27, Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A tight one, 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
McPherson's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's a give up the middle. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Hodge, nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. McPherson's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Hodge. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he wisely will throw that one away. A field goal gets them the lead, but they'll risk it here on 4th and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. Ford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Hodge, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hodge, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Hodge. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. McPherson's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months. Already we're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And this one incomplete. Oh, a dangerous throw. Nearly picked off in the end zone, but instead second down. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Ford. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Hodge, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Rolling to his left. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for two here, he says. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up two more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. Throwing to start the drive. Hodge, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, often to great success.
So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown! A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. McPherson now for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. So potentially a good chance now to answer back from the touchdown a minute ago as they get 15 yards tacked on.
It's going to give them much better starting field position, and they didn't even have to make an extra play to get it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off-play action. 4. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for them.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Hodge. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hodge into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Ford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 4th down. Ford. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they...
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down...
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Eagles are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. A missed Nice connection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 1st and 10, Hodge. He finds his man, complete. It's Ballard. To throw on 2nd down, Hodge. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Off play action, Ford. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Off the play fake, Ford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Now, worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason, but that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Hodge. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Hodge. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lynch. Off play action. Hodge. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw from his end zone. 4. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Back to throw. Ford. He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. For Kidder here, it's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Franchise is selected. Entering player upgrades. Yes. Entering attend. Entering friend. Practice. Advance week is selected.
Jefe! You got it. Leave it to me. See you later.
Hello? How are you, Daddy? I'm so sorry. She's such a bitch. You are too good for her, honestly.
That's unfortunate, boss. We've got to take stock. Come back stronger. I don't know.
You have...
Mm-hmm.